Lewis Hamilton, welcome to the UAE. Just tell me, what do you enjoy about coming to the Emirates?
Firstly, thank you for the welcome. I think, I've just come from the hotel, and it's like one of the most beautiful hotels I've ever seen. And I looked out the back, and I've seen just the way the city is built. The architecture here is just incredible. The weather's always fantastic. The people are massively welcoming. Obviously, we have the race in Abu Dhabi. And again, all the hotels we stay in there are just spectacular. And the Grand Prix is one of the best circuits in the world. It's definitely, for sure, the most glamorous Grand Prix of the whole year, just the way they've built up the facilities. And I don't know, I think they've just got great infrastructure here, and I think they've got great culture as well.
So what are your thoughts ahead of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix?
I'm excited. I'm excited to get back in the car. I've had some dodgy races this year, so looking forward to getting back in the car and kind of reviving the year, reviving the spirit, trying to pick up some good points and try to really get back on the podium and get it back into a win. I still feel I've got it in me, so I'll keep pushing for that.
And what are your thoughts about 2011 season?
Oh, don't ask me about the year. The year has not been the best, but it's been a trying year. It's been a year of lots of lows, a couple of ups. But I think you learn from those kind of things, and they make you stronger, even if you don't realize it until later on. But they're all experiences that I wouldn't change for a thing. This is the plan for me, so this is how it's gone, and I'm really hoping next year's going to be better.
And actually, how has working with Reebok helped you achieve success?
Well, for me, fitness has always been it's a huge part of my job. You know, being fit, being able to, the fitter you are, the better you are mentally prepared. And so every year I've been training, but there will be some points where I just didn't have the right gear, didn't have the right support, didn't have the right techniques, didn't have the right trainer. You'd be training and your feet are sore after one run, and there was all sorts of things like that. As where Reebok has supported me in all those areas, not only within my racing, but particularly my physical fitness. So my physical form is so much greater than it is now, and racing physically is quite easy for me nowadays. So I know it's really come from a lot of help from them.
Good. And tell me, how did you become a racing driver?
Oh, that's a long story. I started when I was 8 years old, so
yeah. I
was just really lucky that my dad bought me a go-kart, and then I was pretty good. And we just kept going. I got sponsored when I was 13. I got sponsored by the team I race for now. And I think I was the youngest at the time to ever be signed by a Formula 1 team. And I just kept on racing, I kept working hard, I kept winning, and here I am.
And who inspired you and supports you in this?
Well, my dad was the one that supported me through the whole of it. My whole family, but my dad was really the one that guided me and made sure that I stayed out of trouble. And again, the support came from him, but then also I had, it was the McLaren Mercedes driver support program at the time. Is where it's now. But I'm not part of that program anymore. I'm now just a fully fledged driver, which is a lot better.
Good. What motivates you the most?
Finding motivation I think is difficult for everyone. But for me, it comes naturally. You know, I want to win, and that's in everything I do. It could be I was playing Monopoly the other day, and I really want to win. You know, it's just naturally in my blood. The competitiveness is just there, and I think racing is something I'm able to do. I'm able to do very well, but I'm up against the best drivers in the world, so it's even tougher than anything else that you can imagine. So I just love that fierce competitiveness and that being on the edge and having to find that limit. It's exhilarating for me.
What's been your scariest moment on the track?
I don't have any scary moments.
Perfect. You're a strong man. So
no, I just don't have any. I had lots of crashes, and they weren't particularly scary. They hurt.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you very much. Thank you, Lewis Hamilton. Thank you for him. Thanks a lot.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks.
You say shukran.
Shukran.